Start recording. Okay, Tim. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm mouse and keyboard. That's where I am. That's where I live. Just because I played Red Dead Redemption originally on the PS3, and the thing that always frustrated me about it, not the controls, but the aiming of the gun to get dead-eye on headshots. And so now that RDR 2 and RDR Online is out, it's much easier for me to play the game because I can mouse it. So when I open up my weapons tab, I can mouse over these, and for me it's Q and E to cycle through the different weapons that I want in this hand. So I can have my carabiner, I can have my varmint rifle, pump action shotgun, or my bow and arrow, or nothing. Nothing. So I typically run shotgun on this side. Oops, got dark. And on my bottom, I typically run my rolling block rifle. Hey, stop. Now for me, I can right mouse click, and you see this little arrow sign. You probably can't see it very well on YouTube, but there's like a circular thing where I can assign that as a quick select, or if I want my shotgun. So right now it's getting dark. Oops. It's getting dark, so I typically run with a shotgun as my quick select. Well, what does that mean? As I'm running around, and all I have to do now is hit the tab button, and it whips out my shotgun. So ready to go, and I can aim and I can fire. Easy peasy. See, like this guy right here, I can just be trotting along, tra-la-la-la-la, tab, shotgun, dead eye, bang bang, you're dead. I'm a butcher. Nice and easy. And I killed your horse. So it doesn't, so I have that side as my quick select so that I can just get to it real quick. So that's how I typically run that. Now it's same with my pistol section as well. So I can E and Q back and forth to all my different weapons here. So depending on what you're going to do, you can really specialize this. Say I'm going to go into a fight and with a bunch of people, I know I'm going to have some close range combat, and I can snipe a bunch of people on the way. Now I can also, if I got some dynamite, I've got some throwable fire bottles if I really want to cause a ruckus. I've got some throwing knives, tomahawks I can throw. So there's various weapons that I can have to do as much damage as I want to. And then over here I've got knives for super close combat. Say I run out of bullets and I'm getting killed as he just ran by. There's a player. Let me go back to camp. Stop, dude, stop. Oh, they witnessed a crime. So yeah, I've got a lantern that I can have. You should have that too on our RDR Online. You got a lantern. You think you can buy one for horses too. I've not used this much. I haven't really needed a reason to, because you've got this, you know, your sneak eye to find what you need to find. That didn't make any sense. So you can cycle through that. Another thing to talk about is when you're on this gun, or this gun, or this gun, or your bow and arrow, you've got these different symbols down here, and this indicates so for my shotgun, I have regular shells, and if I tab over, I've got slugs. Now, depending on what type of ammunition you're using is going to do different amounts of damage. So my slug versus my regular shells, watch my accuracy is going to jump because I'm using slugs. It's a one shot instead of a scattered shot, right? I'm shooting one projectile instead of 100 small ones, so that's what increases my accuracy. Now again, depending on what you're doing, if I really want to tear a hole through a bear, I'm going to use the slug because it's probably going to do more damage. And so you can, so those are your weapons. For me, if I hit R, I'm going to switch over to my items, and for my items it does the same thing. These are all my edibles. I typically like to run with meat because that gives me full, if you see in the middle here, it gives me full health, energy, and stamina. I typically run that. I very rarely use this because I'm either running back and forth to a town, or I'm going to my camp, so I don't need to make a camp. I really very rarely need to make potions or tonics on the fly. I've got a fishing pole. I've got herbivore bait you can lay down to attract some deer. Potent herbivore bait. I've got predator bait that you can lay down to attract bears and cougars and those kinds of things. And then my fishing rod. I've got binoculars and a camera and a pocket watch. Is a waste of 1 gold bar. I haven't even used it yet. I was assuming that if I bought that watch, it would just display the time of day up there, but it doesn't work like that. I think you actually have to look at it, which is stupid. And if I hit R again, now I'm into my horse menu. So here's the food I can feed my horse. I typically run either carrots or oat cakes. Everything else, as you see in the middle, doesn't really do a whole lot, but your carrots do quite a bit of stuff. And then, you know, like a horse brush. And here's where you can change your outfits as well if you're near your horse. Say, you know, I want to do the black rose bounty hunter outfit, and then that's what I'm in. And then if I want to, oops, I walked away too far away from the horse, and so I can come in here and say, well, I want custom outfit number 1. I think it's the same thing. I don't think I've messed with those too much. Or if I want to change my hat, I can change my hat. So you can do all kinds of stuff there. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm explaining to you how to change your weapons for what you're doing. It's real simple to do, especially when you're on when you're on your horse, because everything's just right there. I typically don't run. Oops. Typically just do knife when I'm out running around. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, if you want to use a bow, you should knock yourself out. Use a bow. And then so now I'm running with a gun, a bow, and this can be changed at any time. But you know, like I said, depending on what you're doing. Ooh, there's some fresh meat. Where'd he go? If I know I'm going to be running into a bunch of people, where'd he go? Little stinker. Oh, he didn't even move. I was the one who moved. Doink. If I know I'm going to go do a shootout, then, and I'm going to run away from my horse, then once I'm away from my horse over here, I can't. But the arrows don't show up. You're locked with whatever gun that you have. Now I can change these because these are small items that I can carry on my person. That's not a big deal. But my main guns are locked into the selections that I have. No, minus ammunition, because you carry ammunition with you too. So again, it depends on the kind of running that you're doing. If I'm going to do a bounty, I'm going to want to shoot them from a distance. You know, you got all kinds of setups for what you plan on doing. So anyway, that's typically how I run. Let's just play for a little bit here while we're recording. Ooh, I got me a good possum setup. So when I'm out here, just trot along, and I want to change this stuff. I want my shotgun, and I want this as my quick. So I can come out here, I can hit my scope eye, my tracking eye. I don't know what it's called. I don't even give a crap. So let's come in here, go for a little jaunt. And I can see right over there, there's a something. And I've already got my weapon drawn, so it doesn't take much. But then I can just try to find 3 stars as much as I can. Bang, you're out. And then I can trot over to him. Now what I do a lot of times too is I'll just skin this. It's a 1 star, so I really don't care. I don't want it. But what I do want is the experience points that are associated with skinning. So I'm going to increase. I think I get like 6 skinning points. And I'm only going to get like a poor pelt, a poor hide. I don't. Just drop it. I don't care. Oh, skinning +10. I got deadeye. I got a bighorn. I got some meat. I got some stuff, some hide. So I got some things out of it, but nothing I didn't care about the skin because it's poor. It means it doesn't sell for much, right? So a lot of times I'm just trotting around, like when I'm just lazy and not doing like a mission or a bounty. I'm just out here just trotting along. Stop my horse. There's a bunch of stuff. Dang it. They got affrighted. What's this? There's another little armadillo. Right in the head. So even something like this, I'll just like stop and skin it, just to get some more experience points. Stuff adds up over time. I'm ranked 24, and you know, just keep doing stuff like this. Just helps increase your level. So the deer went this way. So I typically don't go very fast when I'm just out sneaking around. But I do use my sneak eye quite a bit just to see if there's anything out. Okay, there's a bunch of herbs. I don't know what I have on me. I'm full up of that. I'm full of oregano. It says I can't carry anymore, which is fine. And then, okay, there's some stuff over here. Full of that mushroom. What else? There was something else. No. I'm full of that stuff too. I got a lot of stuff on me. So you want sage and bulrush for tonics, stimulus tonics for your horse. So go back out this way for a bit. And then hit track eye. See, there's something on the top of that rock. No, it's just a skunk. Little birds are the hardest ones to find because they flitter by so quickly, and there's usually only one. They don't flock like the geese and the ducks. Your horse will go faster if you don't have any weapons out, by the way. Gosh dang it. Let's see, I went too fast. There's a 3-star. Bang, in your face. You're out. So, knock him out. So this is one that I'll take back to Crips. I'll just grab the whole body, because Crips needs provisions. And he's just right over here. So yeah, and then let me go into the arms. Let me go back. Once I drop this off, I'll go to the gunsmith and we'll talk about that too, customizing your weapons. Heading towards the big blue dot. There he is. Come in here. Take this off. Go drop it off at Crips. See, and I can drop off multiple things. All those things I skinned off the armadillos. He'll take that stuff too, but the whole carcasses are worth more. And while I'm here at camp, I can come over to my locker and I can pay my bounty, 5 cents. I can collect deliveries. What do I got? Nothing, really. I can also review telegrams here, but I don't want to do any telegrams right now, so they can get lost. And then let's go into the gunsmith. You also run faster on roads, but I'm a cowboy. Where we're going, we don't need roads. In the comments below, tell me what movie that's from. Oh, he was sleeping. Did you see that deer? He was sleeping. Doing this at night's probably the stupidest video recording of all time. I should have waited till day. but you don't really need the day to see. What's up, dude? There is no gunsmith in Armadillo. What am I doing? Ugh. So stupid. Why is Armadillo like the main town, but Tumbleweed has all the stuff? And it's out in the middle of nowhere. Alright. Let's go to Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed, $2. Let me open my Mountain Dew. Feel the burn. Okay, so we're in Tumbleweed at night because I'm stupid. And we're going to go here into the gunsmith. So when you go to the gunsmith, there's two different options. You can customize or browse the catalog. I will customize. A lot of people don't go here, but you want to make sure you can see here on my Cattleman revolver on the bottom stats, there's some red sections. That means that my gun is not clean. The cleaner it is, the better shape it is in, and the longer it'll last, the better it shoots. Obviously, if I use the Cattleman revolver a lot and I get the damage bar way down, it's not going to shoot as well as when it's clean. So you want to try and keep it as clean as possible. Depending on what kind of player you are, you're either going to be in here every single time doing all your guns. I just do the ones that need it the most, that I use the most. So for my high roller, since I bought this from a fence, there's not really anything I can do with this gun. It is as is. So I can't really upgrade it at all, because it's kind of like it's not unique, but it's a special item. But let's say my carbine repeater. It's clean. I haven't really used it a whole bunch, but I can buy ammunition for it here if I needed it, but I don't because I'm full. But I can also adjust the components. Let's say I want to tweak the barrel. I want to give it rifling, which you really can't see it very well, but on the lower left or the lower left section where it says range, it just jumps up a tad. And because I don't use this a whole lot, I'm not going to waste $80 on that. If I want to improve the sights, it's going to increase my accuracy just a hair, but like I said, I don't use it very much, so I'm not going to waste the money. Eventually, one day, I'll have this all maxed out. Wraps will help keep your weapons from deteriorating fast. They keep them in good shape longer. It doesn't show anything on the stats, but I would assume that the leather wrap will keep your gun in better shape longer and better than the cloth wraps. Plus, in my opinion, the leather just feels more Western. This kind of feels more, I don't know. Ooh, it's free? I'll take it for free. I'm not stupid. Well, I am, but whatever. You can adjust your stock. This really does nothing to the weapon other than to change its appearance, but how often are you actually looking at your weapon? Stuff like that. If I want a scope, I could get a short scope to increase its accuracy and range, but it's not a whole lot. Plus I already have the sniper rifle, as I call it. So anyway, that's different ways that you can use the different weapons. I can clean this. Let's go ahead and clean this real quick. So that's components. Styles is a totally different ball game. I don't mess with this. It just changes the appearance of the weapon. It doesn't do any. It doesn't have any effect on its operations. But if you want to have an engraved weapon with different styles, I was looking at full engravings. I didn't want to pay for that. Oh, there we go. So you can see on the barrel a little bit of fun little engravings, and then up here too. I don't know what that parts gun of the gun is called. So you can engrave it, and it's fun. It's fine. You can change the varnish if you don't like that color of the stock. You can change it to something else. Make it all your own. Just tweak it however you want. So there's different ways you can do carvings on the grip. If you want a deer, a wolf, that kind of stuff, you can do that. It's totally up to you. Not my jam, but knock yourself out. So some of those things don't really apply to the functionality of the gun, other than just cosmetics, right? The other thing you can do when you're in here is look at the catalog. Come in here from time to time, because as you're playing and gaining rank, you're unlocking things, and depending on what role you take, you might get some free stuff. I got a free horse because I took the trader. Maybe not a free horse, got a free costume or an outfit. So there's different reasons to come back in here. October's coming up tomorrow, or maybe today whenever I post this video. So some of these are going to be on sale. So I can get the cat. I own it. I don't want it. I've been thinking a lot about getting the Navy revolver. And I noticed the other day you were saying, oh, this gun isn't very strong, but they all have different stats. But I bet if I buy this this Navy revolver, I can increase some of these stats based on the customization. So if I rifle the barrel, extend the barrel, upgrade the scope notches or the sights, do some of those things, I can increase its statistics a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, most of them are kind of just, I don't like this thing, but it does some good damage. So yeah, just come in here from time to time. Like I just unlocked this, but I'm not 34, so I haven't unlocked this one. Plus, I don't even know if I want it. But just come in here from time to time. Also, when you're in a store, look through your work gear and trades, because if you're a bounty hunter, there's special items in here that you can get for just being a bounty hunter. Like I can get a reinforced lasso that makes it tougher for the bad guys to cut through and get away. Sometimes you'll get a bounty and they somehow wiggle out of their lasso that you've got them tied up in. So this will help prevent some of that. You can also, at rank 10, get these bolas that you can whip around their feet and get them to trip and stop. So some of that, you know, you can get some nice things. So this is one of the things we talked about, tokens, the other day. What do you use tokens for? Some of the items require tokens to either unlock so that you can get it, or it's part of the purchase. I like that. It's got the frills. So yeah, you can just come in through from time to time, just look in here and see what you got. Another way to see what you can have is if you go into your progress. So I've gone to the main menu, I hit progress. One thing you can do is look at your rank unlocks. And so you can see what you've got. Sometimes I don't go to the store and look for military jackets, but that might be something I want to look at later on. And so then on rank 6, I unlock 2 hats and 2 horses, 2 horse coats. And then on 7, I got the folded string tie, and I got the bolt action rifle and the pattern shirt. So if you just look through here, you'll see some of the things that you may have missed that you didn't know you could get. I can go, oh, I don't like my gloves. Let me go see what these are. I got the repeating shotgun. These are kind of fun. Purchased at the stable, where you can change the mane and the tail of your horse, so you can get the dreadlocked. New spur. So there's lots of different fun things that you can get in here. Some of these are really cool that you can, once you read this horse ointment pamphlet, then you can make horse ointments. Some of that stuff can be purchased at Fence. Let me go to a Fence and let's go see what they have to offer. Oops. Yay, it's sunlight. Is there a Fence here? There is not. So let's go look and find out where the nearest Fence is. Thieves Landing? Seriously? Alright. Well, I'm going to spend more money in fast travel. Typically don't do this. I typically run wherever. Is Thieves Landing even on here? No. What? Well, let's go to McFarland's Ranch. That's part of the way there. The fence is an interesting place. It's kind of like your, how do I say it? The black market. The fence will buy specific items from you and sell specific items to you. So they're kind of things that you can't sell or buy in general stores or any other place. You got to go to a fence. So we'll just zip over there real quick. Man, it looks so choppy on OBS. I swear it's not that choppy in game. But I am pushing my video card pretty hard. What? Crips needs more stuff. Yeah, I'll get there. That bridge is like the worst. I hate that bridge. I can never hit it, and I don't want to slow down. This one I can usually hit pretty... Nope. Horse stimulant. Get it. Go. That's why I always have horse stimulants on me. Using tonics on your horse will increase your bond with it and your honor level for some reason, because you cared for a horse. I don't know. So in Thieves Landing, the fence is right here. And you just go, you can, okay, first I'm going to sell to him. So I've gone around and I killed a bunch of people. I got some gold teeth. I got some pocket watches. I got belt buckles. So this stuff I'm all gonna sell. I wish there was like a sell all, because that would just be nice. But I'll hold F. I got $5.50 for that, $6 for this, $4.50 for this. I don't come here very often. $11 for his pocket watches. I don't come here very often, so when I do, I usually get quite a bit of stuff. And then if we buy, I just did this the other day for funsies. He's got all kinds of stuff. Some of this stuff's locked behind. Like, you got to be a Trader Roll rank 5 or Bounty Hunter rank 21. So some of it's kind of locked, but if I want dynamite, I can get it. Fire bottles, throwing knives, hatchets, cleavers. Some of this stuff I've already bought, but if I want a jawbone knife or a hammer, I already bought the high roller revolver just because I thought it would be cool. I got the hatchet. So some of this stuff I did buy. You know, moonshine, capitale, which is kind of a quest you can get later, but the efficient cooking skill page, wilderness travel skill page. So some of these are really expensive pamphlets that you can buy from him that lets you repeater ammo pouch. This is going to give you a step-by-step guide to storing more repeater ammunition. So totally worth it in my opinion, because there's lots of times even now early game where I'm like, oh, I wish I could carry more bullets. But the time will come. Tracking arrows, explosive, express pamphlets. So there's horse ointments. So I can buy it if I want. I don't want to right now because I just got 600. This is the most money I've ever had. I really don't use ointment very much. I'm more of a stimulus person. Small game arrow pamphlets. So some of this stuff I could buy. That would be worth it for me because I use snake oil like crazy. All kinds of arrows, fire, poison throwing knife. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can buy from the fence. It's pretty cool stuff. Lock breaker. Interesting. Lock breaker. I'm gonna get that. That sounds like it will come in handy. So yeah, so there's some of the fun you can have at a fence. See, now I need to eat. Get all jazzed up there. Get on my horse. He's getting low, so let's feed him a carrot. He's topped off, all happy. I think that's all I got to say about that. Let's go pet this dog real quick. Hello, buddy. Hello, fella. How you doing? How you doing, little fella? What you sniffing? Did you find a treat? Oh, come here. Come here. Come here. Usually you can pet him. Did I already pet him once before? Man, come here. Wonder if I already pet him. But you sneak up on some of the dogs, they'll let you pet them. That's fun. So anyway, that's a little bit of of what I do in RDR Online. I am also come in here and do this a lot too. You'd be surprised how many little hidden secrets there are inside these campgrounds. Now over here, or just in buildings, that's some creeping time, but I'm betting that if I come back in here and do the smart eye or scan eye, I don't know what it's called, I keep forgetting. I'll see if I can get in this house. Okay, that's locked. Nothing special there. I don't think I see anything special here. No. But you'd be surprised how many times I've just been sneaking around in a town and there's a loot box, like a cash box, and you're like, oh, here's some cigarettes or some ammo box or something where you can just kind of take it. Or you'll see a card or some rare thing that you can use. Not really seeing much here, unfortunately. Can I go in here? No. Take a sneak here. The guy's just napping. He's just taking a nap. A little nappy nap. Here we go. I'm just in this house and nobody cares. But if I do my eye, I can see there's stuff glowing all over the place. And that whole dresser. So just feel free to come in and sneak around. Look, shotgun shells. I'll take that. And if I search these drawers, there's some cookies. I don't want them. Whatever. Search the other drawer. Some silverware I can't take. Search the other drawer. Some cheese just sitting in a drawer. That's going to be good. Typically when I'm in a house like this, I go first person mode because then I can really see. Cigar, tobacco. I usually don't do that stuff, but I'll take those cartridges. So yeah, there's always something to be doing. And I think you can go into this boat. I don't think you can go in the boat, but you can go on the boat, if that makes sense. I don't think there's anything on it. I think I've been here before. Ooh, it's open. It wasn't open before. What? What? I can go down? No way. What? I'm full of shells. I can't take any more. Look at this. I found a treasure chest. An empty chest? Oh, I swear I'm gonna sink this boat. You gave me excitement only to take it away once again? I'm full of all the shells. Wow, I didn't even know I could do this. That's kind of cool. Sorry to spoil that little piece of coolness for anybody else who didn't know that was there. So yeah, sneak around. Sometimes I'll just go I'll go on the map And that's a marker that I already had. I'll go on the map and be like, what's this? Let's go there. I don't know what that is. What are these houses? There's a fun farm right... Where is it? It's over here. Just north of Rhodes. This little farm northeast of Maddock Pond. You can get... they got bulls that you can just get all kinds of meat off of. It's a fun little place. Yeah, it's fun. Fun. I don't want to talk to you. Do my scope eye. Oh, I need to find out what that's called. I feel like an idiot. As per usual. Can I go in here? Hey guys, what's up? Can I go in your house? I want to go in your house. Let's cross this river. And a lot of times I'll just like wow, like I said, the devs put so much into this game. See, I don't have my bow, which would be perfect for this. So let's just shoot him. Peck and duck. Bang. Nailed it. There's so many little things that the devs put in the game. Like somebody spent hours placing these rocks here, these bushes, little flowers to give it some character. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's fun. Good times. Good times.